Hello and welcome to the MVFF daily live stream. It's Wednesday, October the 13th, and we're over halfway through the festival. Things are going great, some great screenings, some great guests, some great conversations. I'm happy to acknowledge our live stream sponsor, Make It Better Media. Not only are they sponsoring, but they're helping us get this out. So we are going out live on our Mill Valley Film Festival Facebook and Twitter streams, as well as CFI's LinkedIn and YouTube and Marin Magazine's Facebook and Twitter streams. Today, we're going to look at a new strand called Grow. The Grow strand is sponsored by Marin Convention and Visitors Bureau and Film Resource Office that works on ecology, geography, environment, and the human relationship with the natural world. So it's a very good match for our Grow strand. And I am happy to bring on our active cinema manager, Maribel Guevara.
Hi, Zoe.
Hi,
Thank you.
Maribel. How are you?
Very well.
How are things? How's your festival going? I feel like I haven't actually seen you, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, I feel our screenings have been in different places every time so
It's
far, but
true,
I'm
right?
sure we
Yeah.
will meet soon.
So we're looking at this. We've been looking at the strands during the our daily streams, which is our new way of exploring the film festival. And one of the things about Grow, the strand we're looking at today, is that it includes several of the films that are part of active cinema. So do you want to talk just a little bit about what active cinema is and how we work with those films and those filmmakers during Mill Valley Film Festival?
Yes, I feel, I have to say, very honored and privileged to have been running this initiative for the last 5 years, although the initiative is about 12 years old at this point. And the way we select films for this initiative is we look at the mostly documentaries, but we are definitely open to any kind of film for this purpose. Documentaries or films that are really gonna be those that shake you and really want you to do something about. We have had so many instances where after watching a film, you wonder, what can I do? And active cinema works with filmmakers through the selection process and how to give you, the audience, the people that are asking that question, tools and ideas of what you can do. Most of these films truly really show us how all these problems are probably global, but can also be you can also be doing something at individual level, and I think that's what we're hoping to inspire people when we show them not just the films but the action items that we share at the end of the screenings.
Do you want to choose one of the films that's in the active cinema selection and perhaps give an example of an action that somebody could take after they've been inspired by the film?
Sure. We have in this growth strand we have three active cinema films, but I'm going to go with Co-Extinction, which
Mm.
first is directed by two very young, very talented women. I had the pleasure to meet on the screening on Monday, which could have not been a better film for Indigenous Day. And well, they are not just talented but incredibly passionate, and we had a fantastic conversation and addressing the what you can do and all the items. The truth is that they started this film looking into the possibility of extinction of the orca path of the Northwest in the America, and they realized that the issues around the problems attacking these species are not just in the ocean, and there's a chain of events that go very deep into many issues, actually, many of them involving uh, indigenous people's rights taken over from them for many years at this point. But the one thing that they talk about is how important it's to understand and absorb all this information, which sometimes can be overwhelming. Those films can be a bit too much to take. And they in their website have worked really hard creating a huge range of actions to do. And what I recommend then is just, go to coextinction.org, take action and look at all the options that are there. And there's gotta be one thing that you can do, from signing petitions, from joining protests, to buying certain products. And in this case, it's specifically salmon related issues. So you are gonna have, and ideally are gonna be an empowered consumer after watching this film and really deciding what you are gonna consume from now and on.
That's great. That's great. And I know that within the grow section, there are a couple of other titles. I think Ladybugs, Reflection: A Walk with Water, The New Environmentalists. I mean, the New Environmentalists, that's become sort of like a Mill Valley Film Festival institution, and that we work every year because the Mill Valley Film Group has this amazing gig that they have every year working with the Goldman Foundation. So the Goldman Foundation does this amazing environmental award every year. And they choose people from each of about 6 different parts of the world, right?
Yep.
And the Mill Valley Film Group go to those 6 parts of the world and create profiles of the people who are going to be the recipients. It's all very secret until the last minute.
Mm-hmm.
But it's one of the most inspiring things I think I've ever experienced, just to see how individuals really can impact the world. Don't you find that? Because you've been to the Goldman Awards, right?
100% agree with you. That night is my favorite night of the year. Unfortunately, it's being virtual the last 2 years.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Mill Valley Film Group is incredibly lucky to have been able to produce the films for the award. And of course, they do a great job because they've been doing it for so many years. They have so much experience, and they can definitely make these films that show not just the environmental activist, but the person behind each of these award winners.
Yeah, it kind of embodies what we're kind of trying to encourage people to do with active cinema, really. It's like when you see somebody who's done such extraordinary work in their community, and literally often as an individual, it's just incredibly inspiring. So I'm really glad that we always have a space for these films at the film festival.
Agree. And regarding the other 2 active cinema titles, it's Ladybugs, a great film about women in cannabis and how this industry, of course, took off. But unfortunately, like in many other industries, including film, women do not have enough opportunities or the same opportunities as men. And this film really have found these incredible characters that they follow, and it's just a wonderful film. Again, not just for cannabis, but for women. And once more, once you watch this film, hopefully you are gonna be able to go to a store and ask to buy local and from a small producer. That's the goal with that film.
Yeah.
And Reflection: A Walk with Water, which is about water, a critical topic in California, especially this year.
Yeah.
We have the screening of the film, the first screening tomorrow night. So hopefully we have a lot of people joining us to talk about water.
You're right. That is very, very important. Joanne Passant was saying the other day she'd gone for a walk at Lake Phoenix Lake, just up, near Fairfax in Marin County. Basically, it's just a puddle now. I mean, it's really, really, it's here. It's right in our faces. And I think, again, having a film that is addressing the issue of water at this time is really important. I'm so glad that you're doing that, Maribel. And yeah. Any last words about active cinema or about the Grow strand?
I think I really will encourage our audience to take a look at all these films. A lot of them have, yes, very important environmental issues being discussed, and we need to all get together on this and be aware and be conscious about our decisions. We know we're experiencing so many problems, wildfires, drought. Everything is so related to how we are treating the planet and the climate, and these films may not offer you a solution, but may really put you in a situation where you can be part of the change.
I think that's a great last thought to leave this live stream with. Maribel, thank you so much. And I hope that we actually pass in real life in the next couple of days. But have a great rest of your festival, and join us again tomorrow, everyone, for tomorrow's live stream. Thank you.
Thank you, Zoe.